So hi guys, so today we are going to talk about Hugging Face. So what is Hugging Face? Hugging Face is kind of like a GitHub for machine learning community, where there are like lots of awesome data sets and models available, which we can use freely. And one of the cool thing about they have lots of pre-trained models, so we can just directly import these models and use it in our pipeline. We can fine-tune these models, for example summarization tasks, classification tasks, and all these things. So that's one of the reason why Hugging Face also got popular, because they released they are one of the biggest transformer models for, like, they open sourced it. So this model like contains a lot of like pre-trained pre-trained data. So machine learning enthusiasts like you and me, we can just directly import these models and we can like fine-tune this with our own data and all these things. So this is like really cool. And also I'm also like currently in the learning phase of the Hugging Face and this new pipeline. So yeah, let's start how we can use Hugging Face and all these things. So let's go to the Hugging Face website. So like this is the Hugging Face website. So let's go to the documentation. And so one of the things that we are going to start with is they are one of the most popular models released, which is Transformer. So what is a transformer? Transformer is like it's just provide an API and tools to easily, like, yes, you can say that with our pre-trained models. So it just contains lots of pre-trained models which we can directly use in our pipeline. So this is like really great. And one of the great thing about this is, like, we can, like, the requirement of the code to actually import these models and do the final task is so easy, and it's so less line of code that you will be like surprised when we will do summarization task or classification task. Granted, like, these tasks are not the like final thing that will be used for real life or practical examples, but we can fine tune this task very easily and modify it according to our use cases. So yeah, this is like really great. So one of the like, you can go through the starting guides of the Hugging Face and one of the things that you need is actually framework to build your machine learning task on. For example, Hugging Face support both of the framework. You can either use PyTorch or TensorFlow. I generally prefer TensorFlow, so we'll be going with TensorFlow in this tutorial. So yeah, let's go to the quick tool. So yeah, you just need to install your favorite framework. You can choose either of them, and after installation, as I've already installed this, so after installation you just have to install the transformer from Hugging Face. So to install the transformer, just copy this and let's go to that. I've already created the directory for the project. So let's open terminal and install the transformers. So while this is going to install, let's look at all the things that we need to do. So we just have to set up our virtual environment. That's cool. And yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah, look at how easily we can just do all these things. For example, this is yeah, we just have to like import the pipeline, and we just use a sentiment analysis model, and we just provide the input and it will analyze our output. So yeah, that's how easy it is. So yeah, you can also install with the GitHub and all this thing. Yeah, this is like really great. Okay, so our transformers is installed. So let's just go to our code editor and let me show you how easy it is. So that's what I was talking about. Let's just import our pipeline from transformer. Sorry, import pipeline. Okay, and we just imported the pipeline, and we can just provide this pipeline is kind of like an object where we can provide multiple like, we can provide what kind of model we want, what kind of task we want it to do, so in simple languages. So let's just use this pipeline. So first we are going to do sentiment analysis. So let's just provide sentiment analysis. Okay, so sentiment analysis, and this just create a handler, and we can just provide input text to this classifier, and we can get the results. So let's just do this, and classifier, and just provide, okay, just provide, okay, this is great, and let's just log the results. So these are the results, and we can just go out to our terminal and go to Python pipeline py. Okay, so before we start compiling this code, we just need to create a virtual environment. So let's just create a virtual environment first. So let's create a virtual environment, and you can use this with the VNV packages and all this thing. And yeah, let's just create a Huggingface virtual environment, and okay, so the environment is, let's just go to our environment, and let's just activate it. Okay, okay, so we are in our environment, so let's just try to run this code, and Python. So this is going to be error, I think. Okay, so we just made a mistake here. Let's just change this and compile it again. Okay, let's just import transformers in our virtual environment, since we have already globally kind of installed it, so it will just not take so much time. So yeah, this is like, these are the line of code that are required to like start working with Huggingface. Like, this is so great. I mean, we don't have to like build our own pipeline and all kind of things. Like, we can just directly load the models and we can just start working with them. This is like really great about Huggingface. And I mean, the community is also great. We like there are lots of available model. For example, if we go to the Huggingface, let's go to Huggingface and models. So like, there are already this number of models available for you to use. You can just directly import this model and import this model in your pipeline, and just you can directly use them, which is like really great. Let's see if if it is installed. So let's just try to run our Python pipeline again, and let's see what happens. So yeah, this is like, currently I think it's giving us error because we just didn't install our tensorflow in our virtual environment. So let's just install it. So yeah, I'm also kind of currently new to the Huggingface, but like, you can just filter out the task you want to do. For example, you want to do summarization. So there are these models you can use. Like, these are really good pre-trained models you can use to summarize the text, and you can also like have your own data set, and you can fine tune on top of these transformers, like which is really great. I mean, there is question answering task. Since like ChatGPT is also released recently, which is also like kind of based on these kind of models. So ChatGPT is kind of trained with reinforcement learning with human feedback. So like, it is also like a large language model, but it is mostly trained in context. Like, it's fine-tuned in simple term, it is fine-tuned in context of conversating with humans, like having human conversation. So it is trained with reinforcement learning and with transformers and with large language models, and with really large data sets. So like it takes so much efforts to like build this kind of model, and so much uh, resources to build this, like millions and millions of dollars go into these projects to build this really great project. Like ChatGPT is great, GPT-3 is also great, like it is trained on so large data sets, like it's really great. So like, and like we don't have yet available uh, GPT-3 models here. Like you can find, I think, GPT-2 model here, but GPT-3 is not open source yet. Yeah, GPT-3 is not available, so let's search for GPT-2. Yeah, you can find like multiple versions of GPT-2 here. So yeah, you can use GPT-2 and all these things here. Let's see if it is installed or not. Okay, so it is installed, so let's just try to run it again. Validation and transformers will working investigation, and this video. Okay. I mean, after like loading the model and all this thing, downloading all the necessary data, it gives us like the output. Like for example, this is the output, like the label of this text is positive, and the score it is 99% confident about this classification of sentiment, like this is positive. So like for example, if you can change, this is not good. So yeah, we can just, yeah, this is like how simple this is to do sentiment analysis. I mean, this all these trained models are freely available for to use. And in the next video we'll be looking at like different aspects of pipeline, how we can use the pipeline, how we can use the models, how we can use the tokenizers in these models, like how we can build our own pipeline with the help of Hugging Face. And after that we will be looking at how to fine tune these pipelines, how to fine tune with your own data sets and all these things. So this will be like coming in the next tutorial or next part of this. And yeah, like I'm also kind of learning this is also like new to me, all these things, and but this is really great, like we should like so yeah, this is it for this video. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next video, and we're going to be like teaching how to like build your own pipeline, like different components in the pipeline, tokenizer and all these things. So if you have any questions or comment, you can ask them in the comment section. And yeah, please like and subscribe this video, and for more content like this. Like I am really enthusiastic about machine learning, and especially computer vision and natural language processing tasks. Like I'm also working with lots of different kind of things with computer vision, synthetic data and all this thing. So yeah, this is like really interesting for me, and I'm like very motivated about this. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you guys.